Welcome to the Starting Over Stronger show, where you'll find help and hope for your divorce survival and recovery. Divorce well, live well.
Hello again, and welcome to the Starting Over Stronger Divorce Survival and Recovery Show. This is Annie, and I wanted to take just a few minutes today to talk to you about beating the holiday blues. It's that time of year again, and yes, we're also in the middle of a pandemic, and life has been radically different this year than even on a bad year. Before the pandemic. And, it's just brought to mind some ways that as you go through your divorce, or maybe as you're recovering from a divorce, ways that you can approach the holidays to really accomplish what it is that you want and need for your life and for this time of the year. So I want to start by just saying that I am going to be taking a few weeks off after this podcast. So you'll be seeing new episodes again mid-January in 2021. But I wanted to just send you off with this thought. And that is how to not have a blue Christmas. Long ago, Elvis Presley crooned those famous lyrics in, 1957? And ever since then, and probably long before that, people have kind of sunk from Thanksgiving through the new year into a lonely reality and the feeling of you might be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas. And I just want to think about how you can approach that differently. There's certainly something about this time of year that seems to kind of amplify our aloneness, especially if it's new. And, even if we really enjoy our solitude sometimes the rest of the year. So if the coming holidays have you singing the blues, here are a few ways that you can reframe your Christmas this year. And I'm not going to offer the well-worn suggestions to work in a soup kitchen or to host an orphan or volunteer in any uncomfortable way. And yes, these are all very rewarding activities. They can shift your focus from your loneliness to the joy of others, and that certainly comes with a little endorphin boost that could help you. So if you want to serve at a shelter, make a meal for a neighbor, or buy an entire list of holiday groceries for a family in need, go for it. But if what's really on your mind is not really about making other people feel better, but making yourself feel better, that's perfectly okay. There's times in our life where we really have to buckle down and put ourselves first and really think about what it is that we want in life and how to accomplish it. So I have some questions to help you to get there. And question number one is this: what do you really enjoy doing? Stop and take some time to make a list of things that you love doing. Decide which ones you might want to do when you're not feeling it, when you're kind of feeling blue. What are some things that you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy your working around the house on projects? What if you chose to do a work project or a home project, even if it is Christmas Day? If you truly enjoy doing that and there's going to be extra time on your hands that you may otherwise be sitting around feeling lonely and maybe sorry for yourself, why not spend that time being productive in a way that really satisfies you? And if your work is around other people, that's even better because then you're really not alone. Do you love hiking? Go for a hike. Do you enjoy traveling? Take a solo trip, even a day trip. No matter what you enjoy, the holidays are the best time for you to treat yourself. So question number two is, who do you really enjoy spending time with? Make a list of all the people that you genuinely enjoy your time with. And if you don't already have an event planned with those people, plan one. I'll give you an example. Since my own divorce, I have lost connection with many family members, and that includes my ex's side of the family, which was really more like my own, as well as my own family. And those were difficult relationships anyway, so their demise is a story for another day. But the point is that when I look at my life now, and take inventory of the people who matter the most to me, yeah, it's a shorter list and it's almost all friends, only a few relatives. But this year, rather than feel bad about not having an invitation to spend Thanksgiving with a family of my own, I planned a Friendsgiving meal for the Sunday before the holiday. I offered to make the turkey so that others could just bring a side dish or dessert. And we had a really great time. We all brought a dish, we gathered, we ate, we laughed, we talked, we watched comedy, we sat around and watched our favorite local team play football, we played some games, and we just had a great time. Honestly, it was just like old times, except I had to recreate it in a way that fits my new life. And it required my initiative. I had to have the idea. I had to call all of the people or talk with them about the option to do this and whether it was something they could do and if that day worked for them, if they were interested. And honestly, everybody was like, yeah, that's a great idea. And everybody was really excited about it. And this was all a local group of friends for me, but you could do this even if you're spread out across the globe using platforms like Zoom and House Party. You could have people drop in, plan an event, make it a Facebook event, invite everybody so they know when to plan for it, and they can drop in and out as they please. And the beauty of that is nobody has to cook or clean or even get fully dressed. So, you just take what you've got in life and you make the best of it, really. That's kind of a theme in divorce recovery, is that you don't get to choose everything that happens in life sometimes, but you certainly can make the best of what you do have. And then the third question is, what is it that you are actually missing this year? When you stop for a few moments and allow yourself to really think about, dwell on, maybe even a little bit, that loneliness that you feel during the holidays, can you pinpoint exactly what it is that you're missing? My guess is it's going to be one of two things. There's an event that you've always done that you're not doing this year for one reason or another, and you can recreate that. And then the second thing is that there's a particular person that you're missing. And maybe divorce changed that, or maybe a death, or some other relationship change or boundary that you've had to set has changed that. Regardless of why that person isn't going to be a part of your holidays, you just need to take some time to think about who else brings you similar joy and plan something with them. It does take a little consideration and intention, but the reality is that you can recreate the holiday events, feelings from whatever or whomever you're missing this year with who, what, and where you are right here and now. And that's the recipe for choosing joy this holiday season. And I really want to just to encourage you to do that. I know that this is hard because you're facing things that you've never faced before, and you don't really want to be where you are right now. You're not, maybe you didn't even contest the end of the marriage, but it wasn't what you wanted. You didn't get married planning to divorce someday. You had dreams, you had goals, you had ideas about what your life was going to look like, and this wasn't it. And that is something that you need to grieve. But during this holiday season, maybe take some time to put all of that aside and to think about what you want your future to look like now. And who do you want to be in it? And what kinds of events do you want to have? Really, it's not about coping so much as it is about recreating. So that's what I wanted to share with you today as you go through these next few weeks as we approach Christmas. What events can you recreate, and what people can you invite into your holidays that maybe haven't been a part of them in the past, so that you can choose joy this holiday season? I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope to see you back here in January where we will be approaching topics that I know you need to hear about, because I've been through divorce. I know what you're going through, and I know that you need this kind of help and hope as you face your divorce. So I'll be here for you again in January. And in the meantime, if you are going through a divorce and you're feeling lost and you don't feel like you're getting the support and help that you need from your attorney or your friends or your family or what have you, just know that there are people who can help. And I am one of them. As a divorce coach, I come alongside you during the divorce process to help you with the practical matters that you don't want to pay an attorney hundreds of dollars an hour to deal with. And I am here for you after that's all said and done to help you rebuild your life in a way that you can feel good about. So reach out. You can start by just visiting startingoverstronger.com. You'll find a lot of information there, and actually you can book a free discovery call there where we can just spend 20 or 30 minutes talking about your current situation and where you have gaps, where you have needs that need filled, and how I might be able to help with that. So that would be my pleasure to do. And in the meantime, I wish you the very best. Take care.